Hi, I'm JC the MP. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming changes for the CMS guidelines for reimbursement. Just the RVU portion is what we're going to discuss today. This is very interesting and it's intriguing for those of you who are already on RVU contracts. This is something that you just need to be aware of. Okay, so previously when we discussed RVUs, we talked about 213s being worth a 0.97 RVUs per. Okay, and if you're getting RVU reimbursement, that matters because each patient and everything you do increases your RVUs, which increases the chances of you getting additional money from your RVU bonus, whatever structure that is. Okay, now in 2021, our RVUs are going up. Okay, now mainly the biggest portion of this is in the return visit categories or your 2-1s for family practice people. The new visits did get a slight bump, but it's very, very minimal. For instance, the 99203, which is your routine new visit, went from 1.42 to 1.6, okay? So a slight increase, not much. But if you look at the return visit, the 99213 went from 0.97 to 1.3. That's a pretty significant jump, man. That's almost 35-40%. Okay, so that's something you need to be very, 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 very well aware of when you're dealing with your RVU contracts. Okay, you have to watch this and make sure you're getting reimbursed properly for your RVUs if you're on an RVU reimbursement contract. The next thing is the 4s. The 4s went from 1.5 to 1.92. That's a really good jump too, about 30%. The 5s went from 2.1 to 2.8. Phenomenal jump again of about 30%. Okay, so when we're looking at this, what does this mean from a contractual standpoint? If your RVU contract's in place, reimbursement's in place, what this means is you're going to get a bump in your salary next year. Your RVU goal is going to be easier to attain. Your RVU bonus structure is going to be easier to get into. Now, don't let them change your base RVUs because then it changes the whole reimbursement scheme, okay? If you get into this, you need to be aware of what changing those metrics means, okay? It does not mean that you necessarily need to change them, okay? Not necessarily a bad situation, okay? But everybody should be getting a bump in your RVU reimbursement if you're RVU based off this increase. Everybody, okay? Now, some areas are not getting increased, but we're talking about majority is family practice. You need to see what your most common CPT codes are and reference the links below. I'll link the CMS finalized site there so you can refer to what your codes are and see what changes are happening, okay? Primary care is getting a huge boost, almost 30% across the board for the RVUs. If you think about it, a 99213 is going from 0.97 to 1.3. Previously, a 4 was 1.5. So a 3 is going from almost the value of a 4. Okay, that's significant change in reimbursement. Now, the reimbursement did drop a little bit, 6%, but when you're going up 30 to drop 6, I think that's okay, right? And since net increase about 24% on average. So this is something you need to be aware of. This is going to be coming out this year. Sorry I'm late on getting this out. It's been a little bit hectic here with the COVID and having to cover shifts for people. So as always, hit me up if you need me, jcthenp@yahoo.com, or on Twitter, it's cthenp, because evidently JC the NP was taken. And you can always find me on Facebook. All right, y'all take care.